Am I muted? There we go. I should be fine now. Let me double check that. There we go. Alright. Enjoy the dulcet sounds of my voice. Please hold on your commute home. There we go. Hello. Let me redo all of that. Hello, Eep. Hello, Ducky. Hello, Dodunks. Hello, Kazzy. Hello, Placehole. Welcome in. You have no voice. That sounds very typical for me. Let's be real. How are we all today? We'll get straight into it. I want to hear how everyone is. I want to hear what's happening, what's new with the Learning Squad. We're going to quickly run over here and Zelda Lullaby this, because I don't think we did before. And being honest, last time we did a Zelda Lullaby, it worked for us. Last time we did a Fairy Fountain, it worked really well for us. So let's go. Alright. But we are going to get straight into it. We're going to turn into an adult, and we're going to go explore the adult. We're going to go explore the adult section. It wasn't a trap, so we'll take it. You know what? Nothing's going to get me down today. Let's go. Where are my trackers? Where are my trackers at? Alright, there we go. I am so sorry. Whenever I say the phrase, like, where my something at or whatever, there is... I don't know if this is kind of a lost reference on everyone. There is a episode of RuPaul's Drag Race, which I don't think I referenced too many times, but my friends made me watch the season and I quite enjoyed it. But there's a episode of RuPaul's Drag Race where they have to create like an 80s song akin to like We Are the World or Band-Aids Do They Know It's Christmas, and one of the queens is like, where my people at? And it's stuck in my head. Has never left my head ever since. I have to get in the car and drive, but I'll be having a happy little dance when you get a fish. I'm excited I'm excited for that. I'm excited to hear about all your happy little dances. Hopefully we get a nice little fish for you. Alright. Where do we have song for? That words. I don't think we ever played Serenade before. Alright. We're gonna go straight to adult. Let's go. We're just gonna see where this takes us first. Can you yourself be a little louder? My microphone is practically on top of me. Let me see if I can remix this. Bear with me. My microphone is at the loudest setting, but I might turn the game audio down just a tad. There we go. Hopefully that's not too bad for you. Unfortunately, I do have an issue where my microphone just isn't loud. I do apologize. Oh! Did I know this is where I was going? I'm gonna say no. Okay. I've got to remember exactly where Castletown is, because to be quite frank, I don't actually remember. Alrighty, while we are figuring that out, I think it's a grand time to get a gamba happening. It's our basic, our stock standard, you know it. Heads or tails, everyone. Let's get those points in. Let's see how we go. Let's roll off this. Whee! Thank you. Alrighty, we're gonna... Oh, we actually also have Captain's Hat, so let's quickly do that as well. Oh, never mind. I forgot that this is randomized as well. At least this will take us down to Clocktown, so we can turn adult. So, we won't worry about Graveyard quite just yet. We won't worry about all of the Ikana Graveyard quite just yet, but we'll go to adult. How about that? Alrighty, Heads or Tails is now set up for everyone, so don't forget to get your channel points in for that. But in the meantime, yeah, how's everyone going? How are your days? How's it all hanging? I've always hated that phrase, but I say it way too often. Alright, oh, actually, we can finally do this as well. Some bomb chews, and is this a milk that's a lie? It is a milk that's a lie! Yay! And Kojiro! Okay. Not strictly necessary for us, but we'll take Kojiro where we can get him. Alright. So, there we go, let's head down. Merch. You still want merch, do you? You want Salbow merch, is that what I'm hearing? The milk is a lie, yes! The milk is a lie merch. Does it have a bottle of a milk on it, or does it just have a knockback trap? That's the question. Or does it have a bunch of knockback traps spilling out of an empty bottle of milk? Wait, that's cooking. Maybe not. That might be visually very confusing. I don't know. You know what? We'll figure it out. Alright, let's go. Let's go straight to adult. We're ready. We're waiting. Let's go. It has been too long. Anthropogenic milk pushing Link into the air. I like that. Oh, Zora Sapphire. Hey, Sally, guess what? What's up? What's anthropomorphic? I was gonna say, I'm fairly certain you meant to say anthropomorphic, but I wasn't about to correct you. What's up, Beep? Dodongo's Cab, Woodfall, Forest, Water, Shadow, Snowhead, and Bottom of the Well. Wow, okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Thank you so much for the gift subs, Eve. Wow. Thank you. Oh my goodness. So welcome Bin35 Zaid, Cravino, Pedro Game 7, Flying Cat 909. Sorry. And Genova 613. Thank you so much, Eve. That's incredible. It's very much appreciated. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. May I just say, oh my goodness. Wow, thank you. Wow, okay. Pop off. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. That's really awesome. Damn, an autocorrect. No, I feel that. my phone's always popping up for the autocorrect, so I feel that. Oh wow. Thank you so much, Eep. I appreciate it so much. Oh boy. Alrighty. Sorry, my brain's just a little fried at the moment. I feel like that's fairly understandable, all things considered. Nothing seems... Nope, nothing here. Excellent, let's go. Woo! Alright. Let's go explore. Oh, right. This takes us here. Good way to start a stream. Absolutely a good way to start a stream. Thank you so much, Ape. I appreciate it. Very good way to start a stream. Thank you. We are 12 minutes in and this is already happening. Wow. Oh my goodness. Alright. Lake Hylia. Let's go. So we're essentially just going to start exploring all of the Adult Link areas. We're gonna do, and I'm so sorry, placehold, that you're driving and can't actually see, or at least, you know, you might be able to see, but just be careful when driving, please. We might as well check out the fishing while we're here. Some good old-fashioned fishing. So, oh wait, can we do that? Do we have pre-planted beans? Let's check that first. That might help. Okay, we do have pre-planted beans, so this is how we're gonna get to fishing. Alright. Then we might see... We can get into Fire Temple, no issues at all. We can't get into... we can't really get into Forest, Shadow, or Spirit quite just yet. Oh, we might be able to get into it. That's 200. That's a silver rupee, but not like one of the. No, that's a. Is that a gold rupee? That's a gold rupee. That's a rupee. There's some arrows by the looks of it. Okay, this is looking fairly dead. This is just looking like a whole heap of dead chicks, which is what we like to see. All right. No fishing, but we can at least hand in our fish, which is excellent. Alright. Let's weigh my fish, because we've got the Hylian Loach here. And a recovery heart. I could have sworn that we had the adult loach, but apparently not. Also, did you... Oh, right. I forgot about returning the rod. Did you appreciate the constant hey after every text box? There we go. Your seat just got 10% worse. Lovely. Thank you. Alright. Let's continue on. Let's see where we're going to go from here. I don't remember where the shortcut took us to. So this shortcut here, I don't remember. We have gone through it before. I just don't remember where it goes. Oh, this takes us... Oh, okay. This is the Romani... Yeah, this is Romani Ranch. Okay. Hello, Tiny. How are you? Hello, Tiny. I hope you are doing well. There we go. Are you having a good night, Tiny? Alright. Let's go have a wee bit of an explore. One area that we haven't found yet is Romani Ranch, and that would be a really nice area to find, because not only are there a lot of juicy, ooh, okay, chests there, not chests, grass patches there. There's also some really good, gossip stones there that might be really useful. Have we gone through here yet? No, because we don't have the silver scale. Excellent. Alrighty. Thank you. We finished that hype chest, by the way. That hype train, by the way. Thank you so much. Thank you again, Eep, for that. That's very much appreciated. Thank you so much. Alright. Now, the grass patches here... Something that I did not know when I started doing randomizers. The grass patch here actually changes checks from child to adult. I did not know that. So we're going to quickly do a wee check of these. Oh, we went flying! That was impressive. That was low-key impressive, I can't lie. Deku stick upgrade and a bottle. Oh, we got a bottle, nice. That's our second bottle, right? Yes. Speaking of which, let's do Din's Fire, that, and that. She says, yes, are you having a good night, Xiaobao? I am indeed, thank you. Thank you, Tiny. Yeah, Link just got yeeted, just straight up yeeted through the air. There we go. There is also one patch here. That was a slightly less impressive yeet, but still a yeet. Yeet, yo, yeet. I don't know. Tiny wants you to recite steamed hams. Oh, Tiny. I will give you about as much effort as I can. Aurora Borealis. No. I will happily recite the steamed ham. Oh. Let's do daytime, actually. That might help. So the shops here will change from day to night. Sorry, from child to adult. Previously, these shops were not open to us as a child, but now they are as adult. As well as that, some of the crates may change checks. Why is that so hard to say? Ruto's letter. Oh, good. Okay. So Ruto's letter means that we'll actually be able to leave Zora's domain without, you know, having to warp out of there when we save and reset, which is kind of nice. And Placehold, I want to hear you do that happy dance. There's our fish. Our adult fish, 4 pounds. There we go. Well, have you met Tiny Eep? I'm assuming Eep just wants me to recite steamed hams, and is trying to use Tiny to do so. That's my assumption, considering I do get asked to recite steamed hams. Not quite a bit, but a little bit. Alright. Let's do the Song of Storms check. Yeah, okay, let's do Song of Storms check, then we can see what Beneath the Well is. Beneath the Well we don't have iron boots. Oh, that's Keep Mask, I forgot. Alright, that's fine. Thanks for stealing my money. Alright, we don't have the normal route to get down to Beneath the Well. However, we have the Master Sword and the Ocarina of Time. If we stand right at the entrance of this boulder that's blocking the well and play Song of Time, we end up missing the water for the well. So we can just walk right on in. Simple, easy. This is DC. Shall we do our first dungeon? Why not? I mean, we did do Beneath the Well, but that barely counts as a dungeon. Let's be real. Barely counts. Alrighty. I say, let's do this. We are 20 minutes in, already hitting up our first dungeon. Would this be way easier if we had the hook shot? Yes. But, you know what? That's fine. Okay. Frog's Ocarina game gives knockback trap. Excellent. So, the reason why I'm not too concerned about finding the hookshot is, number one, I'm sure we will find it eventually. But also, I forgot how fun of a challenge it was last time not having hookshot anywhere on. So, I'm okay with having another little bit of a challenge. The hookshot is by no means required for this dungeon at all. In fact, you're not even supposed to have the hookshot when you do this dungeon. It's just a nice thing to have. There we go. It's just a nice thing to have to make things go slightly quicker. It's by no means required, and in fact, why not? Let's start doing things without the hookshot. Let's do it. Why not? Do we have? We only have Diet Sword, right? Yeah, we only have Diet Sword. Excellent. Let's do that. Alrighty, while we are doing this, heads or tails? Phone? Heads or tails? Excellent. We have our answer. We'll get that to you in a second. Alrighty. Aren't you impressed that I managed to not only remember to do heads or tails, but actually complete the Gamba in a boss fight? It is tails. Congratulations. That goes to placehold. All of that to placehold. Congratulations. I hope you're doing your happy dance in your car. Alrighty. Imagine if that was a trap and I just got yeeted into the lava. That would have been pretty funny. There we go. Alrighty. GG's placehold. Yeah, I agree. Hope you're doing your little happy dance in the car. Alright, let's continue on. We don't need to do that. That's just a, that's literally just a sculpture. Nothing there. I will say one thing that is really, 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 really nice is having unlimited magic. I'm not sure. One of the biggest struggles of our last randomizer was the fact that we didn't have unlimited magic. Hookshot anywhere, I survived without. In fact, it was fun to do it without. I forgot how good it is to do it without hookshot anywhere. Having which torch is not lit now? Oh balls, neither of them. Having limited magic kinda sucked. There we go. Let's reward Placehold by giving her a short podcast. Ducky redeems Salbao gives her gaming hot takes. Alright, I think a lot of you have said that you're not big Pokemon players. So congratulations, you're getting subjected to a Pokemon rant all the same. Because I've been playing a lot of Pokemon recently. Like, a good amount. Hang on, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what? That actually did damage. That did damage. Okay, for science, we now need to know. We've got 31 Deku-Nuts. It's given the red, which means it's taking damage. Okay, I'm gonna lose patience with this very quickly as I'm learning. Okay, yeah, I've lost patience. It was fun while it lasted though, right? There we go. Piece of heart for 10 rupees. Sure, why not? We'll always take more health. There we go. That's a container. There we go. Yes, so you're getting a Pokemon rant all the same. Now, my gaming hot takes. It's probably the BMO equivalent of a stub toe worth of damage. Honestly, yeah, probably. But it's still really cool to see. It's probably more the fact that they... If I were to wager, they're probably programmed to only die to bombs or bomb chews. But the fact that they're taking damage, still kind of cool. I don't think it would be able to do much, but still cool. Alright, let's just take... Oh, crap, I'm still wearing that. Oh. I meant to take the mask off. There we go. Oopsies. A task failed successfully, I guess. Alright. Now I'm gonna put it back on. Excellent. There we go. Alright, so yes, back to my Pokemon rant. Here's my hot take. Charizard, Lucario, Lapras, Greninja, and Pikachu are all mid Pokemon and do not deserve to be in the S tier of Pokemon. A lot of... Ooh, that milk was not alive for once. A lot of people laud them as some of the best Pokemon of all time. Don't even crack the top 10 for me, mate. No, like, they're okay, I guess. I just think they're kind of mid. Particularly Charizard. Charizard is very highly lauded, and I get in Gen 1, you know, there were limited options and all of that sort of thing. A whole only 150 options. 151 technically. But Charizard often wins best Pokemon of all time. In fact, all of those Pokemon at one time or another have won best Pokemon of all time polls online, and none of them deserve it. Additionally, Gen 5, Pokemon Black and White is probably the weakest Pokemon game I have played. I did not enjoy it in the slightest. Now this is personal opinion. Again, this is what hot takes are. Personal opinions. My personal opinion is Gen 5, not that great. Black 2 and White 2 I'm playing through for the first time ever, so I will let you know how that goes. But Black and White, it's the first ever Pokemon game where I could not finish it. And that says a lot, because I finished Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. So, you know, just saying. I agree, my favorite Pokemon is Magic Carpet. Is that a... I'm assuming that's a typo, right? I'm assuming that's autocorrect. I'd have to wager you're saying Magikarp, and I know that because I once named my Magikarp Magic Carpet. Which then made a lot less sense once it turned into Gyarados. Sure. I was gonna say, I know you in particular have said that you that you're not a big Pokemon person, but you get subjected to my Pokemon rants. This is what I've been doing for the past. Okay, I haven't actually played that many video games recently. I say that as a person who streams a minimum of twice a week, but still, I haven't played that much. I haven't played many games casually as of late, which is honestly kind of a shame a little bit. I just haven't had the time, if I'm being honest. There we go. You could have knocked me back onto the platform. That would have been lit. Come on, game, get with it. Sorry. Yeah, I've been playing through this, and I play probably about 20 minutes of Pokemon a day. And at the moment, with how busy I am, that's a lot. That's a lot, sadly. So, I do want to play more games soon, but just hasn't been happening for me. But thank you so much for redeeming. Sourbar gives her hot gaming takes. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh! Oh! Hookshot! Oh! Hookshot! I don't know why I'm pointing at it. Okay, when I started talking about how I don't mind if we don't find the hookshot because this dungeon doesn't really need the hookshot, and I'm sure we'll find it soon. That wasn't supposed to be dramatic irony, you know that, right? Whoopsies. Okay. I don't want hookshot gets hookshot 5 minutes later. Literally. Wow, okay. I mean, I'll take it. I will definitely take it. We are cooking now. It might be good because I don't think I can... Okay, yeah. I lasted a whole, like, 3 seconds between I'm not going to use it and using it. Just saying. Oh, hookshot anywhere. How I've missed you. Alright, there we go. Can't use it. Thank you for waiting until after I got up off the ledge to save myself the agony of going back and spending 20 minutes going back. There we go. Can't use it. I assumed that was coming. Thank you so much, Ducky, for that. Okay. 5-minute timer on that. 5-minute timer, please. Oh, speaking of which, there we go. We still don't have a bomb bag, so we're just having to deal doing this. Just saying. Come on. No, 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 no. Ooh. Why did I just sound like Cricketune? Oh, balls. Alright. See, this is where the hookshot would be helpful. No, I'm kidding. We've got the platform here. We're fine. I'm just imagining that the boss is now Morpher. That's all I can think. Is boss is probably Morpher now. fish, not balls. True that. True that. Sorry, yes, absolutely. Fish balls. Sorry. Alrighty. Whee! Alright, cool. Yeah, we still don't have a bomb bag, so we are resorting to jumping down onto the eyes to blast mask it. The other alternative would be to use, oh, come on, game. Oh, actually, good point. There is one chest here I forgot to check. Excellent. Not worth checking. Tiny thinks fish balls are hilarious. I do love some fish balls. Caviar? Yeah, let's go with that. That's what I meant, yep. Sorry. Alright, excellent. Whee! There we go. So, before I kind of went, whoa, 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 sort of thing. And then I said it reminded me of Gremchoo. Yeah, Gremchoo. That's a Pokemon. Geez, Sally, have you been playing Pokemon recently? And the cry goes, whoop. It's one of those cries that's forever embedded into my head. Also, I should probably start caring about taking damage now. Excellent. There we go. Fish! That's right. Oh, I want the hearts. I want the hearts. Give me the hearts, please. There we go. Alright, cool. We are almost at the boss, so we are going to set up another gamba. Now that placeholds won the first one. I don't actually have to do this. There we go. We're going to set up another gamba. Let's set it up now. You're going to have less time on this one. It's going to be a 2-minute gamba because it's not going to take me that long. Hang on, bear with me. Alright, you've got 2 minutes, team. You've got 2 minutes, Worm Squad. Is this going to be a Ocarina of Time boss or a Majora's Mask boss? I personally think it's Morpher, but I have no reason to believe that. It's purely because we got the hook shot here. That's it. And even then, it's unlikely. The hook shot being here actually doesn't mean anything. It's just more so, it would be super funny. Alright. I don't even know why I'm swinging my sword at them. There we go. Alright, that's the boss door. We have 1 minute and 20 seconds on that gamba, so we're just gonna wait here for a hot second. There we go. Really? No hearts? Nothing? Thanks, game. Again, nothing. Wow. Rude. Alrighty. How's that gamba looking? I've got to reset my... For some reason, gambas just don't load on my phone properly, so I have to close the stream and reopen it. Just to be able to see what the results are of this gamba. Ooh. There we go. There's the prediction. How are we looking? Oh, Ocarina of Time is winning. By a rather sizable margin. 79%. Alright, you've got 20 seconds. 25, 24, 23. I know that doesn't make sense. 22, 21, 19, 18, 17, 16. Oh, there's our 5-minute timer on using the hook shot. So if it is Morpher, we can actually do it. That's nice. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, let's go through that door. Oh! Okay. I mean, we can't do this, but okay. We don't have a mirror shield. Well, how on earth did you get up that quick? That's impressive. Alright, I want to leave... My standard rule is leave this room with more hearts than what I came in with. I should not be getting hit that often on this. Or ever, really. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, what on earth? Something strange. That's not an ordinary enemy. Alrighty, that is indeed an Ocarina of Time boss, although we can't do anything here really. So we're just going to boom, boom, and back to dungeon entrance. So well done to everyone who chose Ocarina of Time boss. Who was that? That goes to Eep. Well done, Eep. Congratulations. Alrighty. Oh, right, that's where we were. I forgot where we were, let's be real. Alright. GG Eep. Yeah, GG. Well done. Go me. Go you. Let's continue on to Graveyard. We can go do Dampé, and we can also... Not Dampé himself. We're not going to go do Dampé. Dampé's dead. We are going to go do the Dampé grave checks, though. And we can also see what this heart piece is. I don't think it's anything of value, but we can check it anyway. Game. We'll always take recovery hearts, why not? On top of that, now that we do have the hookshot, we can actually hookshot anywhere to see what Shadow Temple is. Alrighty. Oh. I opened up the wrong grave, that's why. I was wondering why we'd already been there. There we go. Helps if we open up the correct grave. Go me. Yeah, you're gonna hit me, that's fine. Alright, let's go. Bear with me for a second. There we go. Alright. Nothing there. Now, luckily for us, we do not have... Ooh! Pots. Of course! Why did I think any different? Excellent. Alright. Luckily for us, we do not have freestanding rupees on, which is nice. We won't have to sit there and intentionally fall prey to the wrong areas. Although we will continuously hit the fire, it looks like. Did I mention I'm really not good at avoiding fire? I don't know what it is. I keep running straight into it no matter what I do. Case in point. Alrighty. Let's go. Okay, if I hit any fire from here, I should be ashamed. Now that I've said that, I've absolutely jinxed myself, haven't I? Oh, there we go. That was the last fire I could possibly hit. There we go. Very nice. Alright. What are we getting for this? Probably nothing. Alright, we're getting 20 rupees, and we might as well open the chest. Why not, right? And a Greg. We got 21 rupees. What's 9 plus 10? 21. There it is. Alrighty. Alrighty. Now, not that we're anywhere close to finishing stream now. Let me just preface with that. I am going to let you know now though. We are having no stream on Tuesday, sadly. I am so sorry, team. Lucky for me, I am working Tuesday night. So no stream Tuesday. Will we make it up some other way? Classic. We will try. That's the answer. We will try. I have a very busy week ahead of me, unfortunately. Both fortunately and unfortunately, I should say. But we will definitely see how we go. Yeah, damn. Yeah, no, I feel that. I'm working late Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night, so lucky me. Except we are streaming Thursday. Next Thursday, we are streaming. I have a rental inspection, like a house inspection on the Friday. Go me. Whee! Yeah. Go me, I get to deal with that one too. And then next weekend, I've got something happening, I don't know what. I hope you're getting paid for the late nights. Well, in a sense. No, I'm kidding. I am, don't you worry. I get paid time off for it. So I get time off in advance, in exchange for it, which is nice. There we go. Which is very nice because I have that inspection coming up on the Friday. So, very good, very necessary. Alright, this should take us out of the CAC exit, I believe. That's if I'm correct. We'll see. Whee! Alright. Excellent. Let's go. We can also... Oh, that's a good point, actually. Let's save and quit here. We actually... Because it's random spawn locations, we actually don't know where we're going to start. That can't be right. We don't actually start in DC. Okay. Okay. I have no idea if that's accurate or not. We'll go into a different temple and check. Sorry for that loud sound. That was me opening my bottle of Coke. Alright, so that's the Minuet of Forest check that we've just completed. And now we're going to get out our trusty hookshot. Let's go have a look and see what Forest Temple is. Right, when I was in the, when we were in the graveyard, I meant to do that about the Shadow Temple, but oh well. That should be right. Oh! Oh! Okay! Oh! Okay, so at least we know where the clock tower roof is. Okay! He dropped a stick! Okay. We get a stick and we get bomb juice! Very nice. Oh. Stick! Yes, we get a stick! What was the Skull Kid gonna do with a stick, realistically? Alright, cool. There wasn't anything we were gonna do. There was nothing we were gonna be able to do here anyway. I knew Oath to Order would not work, but I just wanted to play it anyway. There's not too many opportunities in this game to play Oath to Order, so we might as well play it while we can, right? Alright. Stick of Time. Oh, I like that. The Legend of Zelda. Stick of Time. Sounds like you're sick, but stick. What? Oh my god. What? Am I stuck here? Okay. Oh, thank God. Okay. Whew. That one made me a little bit nervous. We can go check what Shadow Temple is, by the way. Obscure reference, but Majora let the spirit stick touch the floor. Not the spirit stick. Oh my. I haven't thought about Bring It On for years. Actually, that's not true. I see clips of it on my TikTok all the time. But I forgot about the spirit stick. Wow, that's Bring It On, right? Am I thinking the wrong? That's Bring It On, right? Is that it? I'm sure it is. What happened there? So, yes, okay, it is. Okay, good. So because, it's just a weird quality. From what I'm assuming, it's a weird quality from, trying to reset time. Because the clock tower, because it's not where it's supposed to be, it can't actually reset us to Clock Town because it's not in, because the clock tower is not in Clock Town. I'm assuming that's what it is. So it just sort of reset us back to the clock tower, which is a bit dumb, but whatever. Alright. It was either that or we were just kind of stuck there for all time, so I'm glad that worked out. What is Shadow Temple? Dicketry. Oh, bottom of the well. Might as well clear this out here. So we do know that Ganon's key, Ganon Boss Key is down here. We do know that Ganon Boss Key is down here, so we might as well clear it out while we're here. As much of it as we can, at least. We have the Lens of Truth. We have pretty much everything we'll need, actually. There's no reason why we can't full clear this today. Nothing there. Oh, hello, big chest. Alright. Nothing there. Excellent. So we are going to full clear this right here, right now. Not a reference to Fatboy Slim intentionally, but we'll take it. Fatboy Slim's great. Why not? And we got robbed. Just for expressing my opinion on Fatboy Slim. I'm kidding. Nothing here. Alright. Yeah. I used to be so like, oh my god, it touched me sort of thing. Oh no. And now I'm just like, yeah, whatever. These things just no longer faze me. There's a spider right here that always used to get me. Now it doesn't faze me. Get wrecked, game. Excellent. Alright, let's stuck in here. What's that chest over here? Nothing. Excellent. Oh, that chest is important, however. Excellent. So, let's quickly Zelda's Lullaby. Yeah, Zelda's Lullaby. Go collect the 2 chests. We'll also just check the pod here. Nothing. Excellent. And then we might drop down to the bottom level to do the grass and the pot checks. Because there are quite a few grass patches and quite a few pots down there. Whee! Excellent. I used to hate doing bottom of the well. This is the wrong room, isn't it? Yes, of course it is. I used to hate doing bottom of the well. I used to refuse to do it when I was younger. I hated it that much. I would have rather have done Shadow Temple without the Lens of Truth. In fact, I think I did do that once. And yes, it was just as painful as you've seen me do it on the randomizers. Yeah, go away. Oh, yeah, go away. I used to hate this area. Not because I was scared of it or anything like that, but just because it was so frustrating. I struggled with remembering where I was going in a very big way, and it just frustrated me immensely. In fact, when I first started doing randomizers here, I genuinely could not remember half of these checks. Alright. Let's just take care of the keys first. There we go. I just didn't want to lose my... There we go. I didn't want to lose my thing. Alright. You know what? I'm trying to abuse it less and less, but just to save us some sanity. There we go. Nice, easy breezy cover girl. Let's go. Goron. Oh, okay, that's really good. That's excellent, actually. So now we have a strength upgrade. Also, we can drop down now. Excellent. Because you're worth it. That's it. Easy breezy cover girl, because you're worth it. Alright. I'm so glad someone else gets my dumb references. Because believe me, they are dumb. Where's my other tracker? Game? Game. Thank you. There you are. Okay, let's bring you up there for a sec. There we go. Tracker 1, tracker 2. Game. Helps if I have the game up and running. There we go. Alright, we have the hook shot, and that's a shared hook shot. We have 2 bottles, one with Rudo's letter and that. Excellent. Fantastic. So from here we can actually just go check all of the other areas. There's a chest down here that we can check. Nothing, so we can go. Very nice. Yeah, I used to refuse to do this area as a kid. This area used to frustrate me, and yeah, there was a little bit of a freak factor as well. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Goron tunic, very nice. I think that means we have all 3 tunics, and I just keep forgetting to mark them off. Yep, we do. Very nice. So this beneath the well here was cooking. Yeah, there was a little bit of an eek factor as well, but I found this place so annoying to navigate. Alright. We have yet to find a single trap down here. Owl statues or a cape. And letter to mama. Okay, wow. Wow. Someone call Wilson down here, because wow. Sorry, that's such a dumb joke. It's not even clever anymore. Alright, let's go through, collect all of our coins. There we go. Alright. We are almost done with here, which means this is our 2nd dungeon down. And yes, I count this as a dungeon more so than, you know, bottom of the well. No, beneath the well. Whichever one it is. Very nice. Excellent. And that brings us right out the front here for this chest. Game. 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 Game, please. Game. Thank you. Ganon's key? No, prescription. Okay. Did I miss a chest up here? Because I know we didn't bother collecting one of them because it wasn't helpful. I just want to double check. Did we check this chest? Because I actually don't remember. No, we didn't. There we go. I knew I forgot to check one. There's Ganon's key. Very nice. Which means that we are 1 item closer to go mode for that. In all honesty, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. But if we found Ganon's tower now, we would be able to do it. We would be able to defeat Ocarina of Time right now. There is nothing to stop us if we found Ocarina of Time. But as a little, just to make it a little bit better for ourselves, we are going to impose a rule where we have to get the Spirit and Shadow Medallions first. As per normal. Like we would do with a normal randomizer. Alrighty. There we go. Let's go. Oh, Lamperette Midnight. Hello, welcome in. Oh, I love Zelda Rando. I hope you win. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a great day, evening, night, wherever it is for you. I hope you're having a great time. Thank you. How are you? Alright, come on. There we go. Come on, game. Hi, you can call me Lamp. Oh, thanks, Lamp. I appreciate it. Also, fantastic name, by the way. There we go. Come on. There is a way to be able to get him to pop up without actually getting hit by the hand. And I can do it. I'm just really bad at it. Good, I just need to stream before bed. Oh, very nice. Hope you've had a good day. Alright, there we go. Honestly, I feel that. I don't sleep with streams before bed, only because I'm worried that I'm going to keep it on all night and then sleep through my alarms in the morning, because I'm used to sound. But I need to listen to, like, YouTube has a sleep timer on it now, which is the best thing that YouTube's added in years. And I have to listen to something before I sleep. Lately, it has been Pokemon bios of different Pokemon and their viability in battle and stuff like that. Yeah, it's possibly the nerdiest thing I could listen to, but it's fun, so we'll take it. All right, so that's that done. Nice, easy, excellent. Oh, that was unintentional. Let's quickly turn back into an adult. Oh, actually. Let's see where Zora Cave takes us. Everything just wants to take us back to Opera and to Majora's Mask, doesn't it? Okay. Now, let's... Sorry, I'm just thinking here. Okay. Let's use Hookshot here. There are 2 grass patches here in this area that we won't really have a good reason to come back to, so we might as well check it. We won't normally have a very good reason for coming here, so we might as well do it now. And then okay, then we can, if we can get back to Great Bay, adult fish! We'll take a fish, spooky mask, and a trap. Excellent. And another trap. Excellent, those are our 2 checks here. Fish! Hello, Snacky! Welcome in! Hello, hello! We love a good fish! How are you? Okay. Does that create anything? Nothing? Excellent. Alright. Let's... Boom. Oh, game. Come on. Alright. Then I think let's... If we can find our way to Great Bay, that would be good. I know one of our warp songs does take us to Great Bay, I've just got to remember. Great Bay has the Cow Grotto, which I think is going to be a very good place for us to check next. Alright. This chest, right, I forgot about this chest. Alright, let's do that, and then I think we've also got to do P-hats as well. I don't think we did the P-hat grove last time. Well, that just taunted us for ages for no reason, didn't it? Alright. Let's check the grave here. Game. Where is the... There it is. That's one I can never find properly. Alright. Let's get our Great Fairy Sword. I honestly don't remember if we fought this or not. Nope, we didn't. Excellent. Anything of value? Of course not. It would have been too easy if it was something of value. Let's be real here. Alright, green rupee. Very nice. Alright, let's go see. I know Great Bay isn't at Great Bay. Therein lies the issue. Okay. So. But, child fish! We got a fish! Very nice. The question now becomes becomes where is Great Bay? Because genuinely, I don't remember. What? No. Okay. We can also just take this opportunity to run up to Graveyard as well. We won't be able to do any of the... Oh, we can probably fast forward time to do the nighttime check. But there's this one grotto here that I never remember to do unless I'm specifically here at the right time. So we can do that. Excellent. That's a trap. Yeah, that's a trap. We already had both Oath to Order and Nocturne. There was nothing else that could have been. It would have been cool if it was something, but we knew it wasn't. Something I am gonna grab up actually. We should be using the Stone Mask more, let's be real. Oh. There we go. It's just gonna save us some sanity. Alright. Let's check what we've got over here. Death's Mountain Trail is on the path to Ganon's Tower. Excellent. I don't know if that means in a literal sense or not. It could be that Ganon's Tower is Fire Temple. Who knows? Certainly the game doesn't. Nothing there, nothing there. But there is something here. Pictograph box! Excellent! That's certainly an item. Okay. Anything up here? That chest doesn't look like it's anything, which is nice. Nothing! Alright. What have we got here? Oh. Pocket Cuckoo. Very nice. And a trap. Excellent. Before you ask, yes, I do know when some of them is harder. Shadow is goat. That's good. Some of them it's harder to tell if they're a trap or not, but some of them it's very easy to tell. And I still choose to run into them sometimes. It's funny. I don't know what to tell you. It's funny. Alright. Is this an item of value? No, it's not. Excellent. That just saves us coming back here. Alright. Let's see if we can find where on earth Great Bay is. Stone Tower, maybe? No, this is Fire Temple, but we might as well check what Fire Temple is. We do know that this is on the way to the path of Ganon's Tower or something. Might as well check it. And we also have the Goron tunic, so that might also help. Excellent. Let's go check this out. Oh! Oh. Yeah, we can do Great Bay. I guess. I don't think we have the key for Great Bay. But we can do everything else, though. Oh, that voids me out! Oh, no! Whoopsies! Oopsies. Alright. We'll take the heart recovery, though. Now, we could skip straight to the boss here using a very precise skip. But as I've mentioned quite a few times to quite a few of you, I don't know how to do that. W, hello Jay Buckrums, welcome in. Hello, how are you doing? What am I doing? I hope you're doing well, because clearly I don't know what I'm doing. It's been a long week. It's also been an incredibly short week at the same time. Public holidays just mess my brain up. Okay, cool. I'm good, how are you? I'm good, I'm doing well. We're chilling, we're vibing. We are going through our third temple, which is pretty awesome. Actually, let's just quickly check, do we have the key? No, we don't. Cool. I figured as much. Nothing there, nothing there. Excellent, let's just jump straight in. Yeah, no, I'm doing well, thank you. Whoop, come on. Come on, Macau. There you go. We are making our way through this dungeon. We are having a good time. We are chilling. We are about to pick up another trap. Oh! That's a good item. That's good. That's good. And for some reason I had it marked off on our tracker as something that we already got. But that's fine. Goron Lullaby is going to give us an access to yet another dungeon, which is very good. There we go. How's the people in the W chat? Yeah! Where the Worm Squad at? Where you at, Worm Squad? Alrighty. Game. There we go. Very nice. Oh, there we go. Again, we are trying not to rely on Hookshot Anywhere for everything. It's just helpful. It's just sometimes helpful just to, you know, quality of life. Or we could just get knocked over. Fish squad or bust. Alright, hang on. Oh, Kikiri sword. We finally have a sword. Oh my god, we finally have a sword. I'm willing to take the trap because we finally have a sword. We find a shield and it's game over. Game over. We're good. We get a shield and we are living the good life. Nice! The early fish catches the worm. Oh! Iron boots. Okay. Excellent. That opens up a lot for us. That opens up a lot. Okay, probably not that much, but still. Alright, there is going to be a very brief flashing lights and colors warning, people. Just to let you know, there is a flashing lights and colors warning in effect. Just letting you know. In fact, hang on, bear with me for a second. Bear with me for a hot second. This is gonna look weird for a sec. Just bear with me. See? Simples! Was that the most effective way to do this? Probably not, but that's fine. Alright. This is why the flashing lights and colors is in effect. We have the blast mask with an instant cooldown. We might as well use it while it's at our disposal. This is the quickest, easiest way to fight this guy. Why am I forgetting Wart's name? Wart, there it is. I told you my brain was not working today. Alright, cool. We are almost there. Our flashing lights and colors warning is almost over. There we go. There we go. That's it. Our flashing lights and colors warning is now done. Thank you very much. I love the emotes in chat there. 10 out of 10. Alright. You know what? It was worth having to fight Wart. Oh look, we got some milk that's not alive for once. That was kind of worth it for the iron boots. And the sword. Sword was worth it as well. Alright. We are actually, speaking of milk, we're gonna take a dose. Might as well. There we go. We're gonna just, oh, we didn't even need to fully empty our bottle, but we're gonna do so anyway. Just because we're running into plenty of bottled items and we're just not doing anything with them. Alright. Let's continue on. anything down here? Nothing, but there is something over here. See, this is... Oh, okay, well that's a useless magic bean, but we'll still take it. An item's an item at this point, let's be real. Alright, nothing. Nothing. Alright, we are going to just grab our trusty old hookshot here. So, this temple in Majora's Mask ran quite a bit differently. Not drastically differently. The biggest difference was probably the boss, which, let me just say, awful boss. Like, they changed the boss for the worst. Georg is also, like, is already my not favorite boss in the world. Georg in the 3D remake, genuinely terrible. Genuinely so bad. I don't know why games insist on adding a terrible... Oh, opponent song! We are on for cow checks! There we go. I don't know why games insist on adding an eyeball to every single enemy and calling it a day. But we already had boss fights that were fairly good. Like, the boss fights, you can't complain too much about them. They do the job. However, Majora's Mask 3D added unnecessary eyeball mechanics to every single one of the bosses in a very annoying, terrible way. Like, this did not need to happen. So there's this whole section with Georg where you have to, the platform in the middle disappears, and you have to shoot, like, you know, disconnect those landmine missiles from the chains underwater, so they fall into so it falls into Georg's mouth, which releases an eyeball that you then hit. It's unnecessarily complicated, really annoying, and the mechanics are really janky for it. Like, just because you hit one of the landmines right in front of Georg while he's breathing in, ready to collect the landmines in his mouth, just because you do it right in front of him does not mean that it's actually going to work. In fact, for some reason, it barely ever works. I spent an entire 3-day cycle in the game just trying to figure out how to get the boss fight to work for me. It was ridiculously bad. Anything in the pots down here? Okay, cool. The other big issue with this dungeon that I have is, okay, we could have just hookshotted to it before. Excellent, thank you, game. We could have just hookshotted to it before, but much like now, I'll show you the ice arrows. Their main mechanic in this dungeon is to create these platforms to traverse the water. This is why you have them. The other main mechanic is to freeze flowing bits of water to so you can use them as levers for platforms or whatever. Unfortunately, in the 3D, so this one's fairly easy because you're able to make platforms wherever you need them, really great. However, in the 3D version, again, they decided to change this for no real reason. So they added certain sparkling sections of water, which are the only sections that you can use the ice arrows on, thus rendering the ice arrows even more useless than they normally are. Like, ice arrows already aren't terribly useful. They kind of suck. And I hate the fact that that's the case. They shouldn't suck the way that they do, and yet the game insists on nerfing them to hell every time. For no good reason. There we go. There we go. Excellent. Oh, I should not have been caught in that. So yes, that's my big problem with this dungeon, specifically in the 3D version. In fact, I would argue that this is my least favorite dungeon in the 3D version. Combine that with the fact that they moved all of the stray fairies to more annoying locations than normal, and you've got a boss fight that's just genuinely, like, you've got an entire temple that genuinely sucks. This already isn't my favorite dungeon in the world. It's not my favorite dungeon by any means. They massacred this in Majora's Mask 3D, and I hate to say it, but it's true. On the upper side, we have a trap, but we also have a fish. There we go. I complain about the 3D version, and I get rewarded for it. See how this works? Alright. For this, we get pretty much nothing. Oh, wait, no. We get a heart. Excellent. Well, we will always take a piece of heart. Excellent. Wonderful. Alright. Let's dive into that water and go back to the beginning. We are halfway through this dungeon. We're doing well. Again, we won't be able to do the boss fight here, but we'll be able to pretty much clear out this dungeon every other way. So that's perfectly fine. And we've already gotten quite a few things here. That's really worth it. No, I'll come back to this section afterwards. Oh, are you kidding me, game? Alright, that's fine. We're just gonna... I tried to do this legitimately. The game's annoying me. Let's go. See, at least I tried. I'm trying to break my over-reliance on Hookshot Anywhere as a feature. There we go. Excellent. Wonderful. So, you would think, and this is something that I actually thought about too, you would think that having the water flow completely stop would work in your favor because you'd be able to explore the entire dungeon. No. Because the game never counts on you being able to reach past this section without the water wheel turning, even if you completely stop the flow of water like it just was, it will always be turning the vanilla way unless until you switch it. Until you switch this switch off. It's not dependent on the red switch switching on, it's dependent on the yellow switch switching off. If that makes sense. I'm not sure if that makes any sort of sense, but even if you came up here with the water flow off, this would still be spinning the same way. So yeah, that's why we don't completely turn the water flow off to make things easier for ourselves. Well, first of all, even if we didn't have Hookshot Anywhere on, if we didn't have Hookshot Anywhere on, we'd need it anyway. But it's just more so we need the flow of water. Alright. Oh! We have day 2! I forgot that we didn't have day 2. That's funny. So to prove my point, these are the mines I was talking about for Georg's mouth. Are you gonna attack me? Okay, no. These things, you would have to do that, except the chain would then snap and they'd float off into the summer, I guess. They'd float off into the nether. Was that pot? Yes, that pot was something. Oh, boss key, great. Okay, we're doing a full clear of this. We got the boss key for Great Bay. Let's go. That's convenient. Did I set it to own dungeon? I didn't think I did. But we'll take it. Alright. We are also going to turn this into an empty bottle on the tracker. We are going to change out of this and hookshot. Oh, actually, what am I doing? That's a great question. I never know what I'm doing. We recently learned, because all the chests in this room are straight fairy chests, we can actually... We did learn this in a previous... Oh, crap. We did learn this in a previous randomizer, and it was very helpful to know. Game, come on. Play fair. There we go. Game. What? Okay, for some reason my C left button just straight up didn't work. There we go. Very nice. The less time we have to spend in here, the better, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. Ooh. What trap are you giving me today? Oh, that's an actual poacher's saw. Excellent. The least useful item. And there's our trap. We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. Alright. Let's pop up here. That's nothing of value. That might be something of value. That looks like a trap, but let's go collect it anyway. There. We knew it was gonna be a trap, but as I said, they're fun to collect. Why not? Alright, let's continue on. Alright, we are going to start up a new Gamba. Just like the boss of last time. What will this boss be? This time you have 5 minutes to get your points in. Because we still have quite a bit of dungeon to go. So you've got some time on this one. Is it going to be a Majora's Mask boss or an Ocarina of Time boss? Keep in mind, the last one was Ocarina of Time. We have yet to find a Majora's Mask boss. So there are still 4 Majora's Mask bosses, but by logic there's also just as many, if not more, Ocarina of Time bosses. So just keep that in mind. Alright. We are going to come back to this bottom section, but we are... Excuse me, game. Excuse me, game. There we go. We are, however, going to go up here. Come on, game. Thank you. Alright. Let's go. We are going to go through this top section here just to see if there's anything that we missed. And then we are going to go get the boss done. We don't even actually need to freeze this, funnily enough. With the absolutely broken hookshot anywhere feature. If my controller would like... There we go. I was going to say my controller was kind of sticking a little bit there for a sec. Alright, cool. Anything of value here? Nothing. Excellent. This is just a straight fairy chest. Yeah, cool. Let's just do a quick swim underwater for the pots. If there are any. Yes, of course there are some. What trap are we getting today, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, Nehru's Love. Excellent. You know what? This was a good Great Bay Temple. We're hitting some good temples today. Excellent. Alright. And how is that Gamba looking? You've got 2.5 minutes left. Ocarina of Time is completely and utterly in the lead with no competition yet. Don't forget to get in your points for that. There we go. There's my game. Sorry, my phone is both working and not working at the same time, and it's quite annoying. There we go. Is it gonna work? There we go. Alright. Oh, Majora's Mask now has a whole 5% worth of competition. Excellent. Now, doing this is completely unnecessary for us, particularly because we have hookshot on anywhere. But again, it's nice to not have to rely on the hookshot for everything. It's nice to be able to do some things vanilla. That being said, I'd probably just, you know, I'd rather just hover over or something. But still, you know what I mean. Oof. There we go. Let's go. We are almost down to the bottom. Now, there are a few pots here that we will need to check. Here. Very nice. Oh, no. Oh, that almost shot us out of the water. That's pretty good. That's a trap. Whee! I will say collecting the traps underwater is quite funny. There we go. Piece of heart. Very nice. Alright. I feel like this is going to be barren and we're not going to be able to do it. That's my personal prediction. Again, you have 1 minute and 5 seconds to get your points in. So don't forget to do that. We're going to spend every second of those 1 minute and 5 seconds trying to climb up here normally. There we go. Again, doing this isn't going to do anything because we didn't get all the green pipes along here. That's fine. We might as well just hit the one that was actually relevant. Excellent. Alright, you have 30 seconds. Don't forget to get your points in. Alrighty. Alright, we are going to get out Fierce Deity in case it is Amadra's Mask Boss. We are going to wait literally the last 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh, Morpher! Oh, I'm always happy to see Morpher. I love Morpher. There's our OT boss. Congratulations, Snecky, for that one. You get all the points for that. Ah. Again, Morpher's one of those bosses I used to dread fighting. I used to hate fighting. I used to hate fighting Morpher. Why again is that so hard for me to say? Okay. There we go. There we go. I used to hate fighting Morpher. I love fighting Morpher now. It's an old friend at this point. Congratulations, Snecky, for winning the Gamba there, by the way. Excellent. We also have the Gremchoo card. I forgot to note that last time. Alrighty. So this wasn't a necessary dungeon for us at all. But still, it wasn't a necessary dungeon reward for us. It was very necessary in terms of the items that we got. That was a good dungeon. Alright. Southern Swamp, Where does Southern Swamp take us again? That takes us to, like, Hylia, right? No, Arcana Canyon. I cannot keep any of this straight. I'm so confused. Where does Southern Swamp take us? Oh, okay. Okay, where does this take us? I guess? We don't have a shield to do time stop. We can at least see what this is. That's not it. We can at least see what Inverted Stone Tower is. There we go. There we go. Excellent. What happens if we jump on it and then play... Okay, that just straight up works. Okay. Why do you bother playing all 3 songs then? Why would you ever bother playing all 3 songs if that works? Spirit Temple! Okay, this is gonna give us nice, easy access to Desert Colossus. This is gonna give us nice, easy access to Desert Colossus, so we can see what the Desert Colossus Temple, what Spirit Temple will be. I think that's Shadow off the top of my head. Still worth checking. Alright, but we are going to do all of this after a short break. I'm going to refresh my drink. We are going to start going through this very soon, I promise you. We're going to go have a short 5-minute break where I'm going to grab a snack. And maybe run to the bathroom. Alrighty. So don't go anywhere. Feel free to grab a snack, grab a drink, grab a blanket, grab a refrigerator. Grab your best friend's aunt's blanket. I don't know what you want, but feel free to come back and join us in 5 minutes where we go through the spirit temple. Don't go anywhere, and I will see you then. Bye! Wait, let me... Yeah, there it is. Bye! everyone. I hope you had an eventful break. I certainly did. I found a tuk-tuk video of former Prime Minister of Australia, Bill Shorten, doing the dance from the Glee show. The Say a Little Prayer for You dance from Glee. That was certainly an all-time thing that I've seen. I hope you had an amazing break as well. We are back in it. We are going to... Oh, there goes my shield. I mean, oh fish, that's right. We are going to continue through our... Oh, crap. Okay. We are going to continue through the Spirit Temple here. That's not the target I meant to hit, but sure, we'll take it, I guess. There we go. Excellent. Alright. I hope we all had an amazing break. Alright, let's go. We are going to continue our way through here. Hopefully finding some items. Oh, what about you? Do you want to try attacking? Okay, never mind. Clearly not. Okay. I mean, sure. I guess we'll just, you know, sit here and be cool and stuff. Well, that's fine. They've got another chance to attack me now. Again, you could have attacked me at least once, right? Like, that guy sucks. No. Okay, let's not buff this up this time. There we go. For a second there, we also lost music for a second there, but we're good now. Alrighty. Oh, that's bloody delightful. So my soon-to-be mother-in-law, a lovely, fantastic woman, I love her to bits. She has recently been experimenting with making iced teas, but like, you know, her own infusions with like tea, with different tea flavors, and obviously because you need tea in an iced tea, but also with an assortment of fresh berries and fruits and stuff like that, and herbs and stuff like that. So I decided to pull a page out of her book and try a berry infusion sort of thing. So I made a mixed berry, coconut and truffle tea with raspberries, lemon, blueberries and mint with a hint of basil, and it has been absolutely bloody delightful. So yeah, this is your sign to do an iced tea summer or an iced tea winter, like hot tea winter. I forgot that tea can be hot for a second there. Do a hot tea winter or an iced tea summer. This temple has the most beautiful background music. Yeah, absolutely. I never used to be a big fan of the music here, but it has. When I'm saying when I was a kid, the music has absolutely grown on me in a very big way. I love the music here. It is both relaxing and adventurous at the same time. That sounds excellent, delish. It is absolutely delicious. 10 out of 10. We finally have bombs. Wow. Considering bombs is usually one of the first items that we get, I'm surprised it's taken us this long to find a blue bomb bag, but here we are. Excellent. Alright. Let's grab our light arrows out, our bonchoos out. That'll do. Alright. We are going to go through this as much as we can. Excellent. We're not going to worry ourselves too much if we can't get the boss key for this, because we won't be able to get to the boss room anyway. The boss room for this is locked behind a puzzle with the light arrows, the mirror shield, and we can't replicate it with the light arrows. It's the only mirror, it's the only light puzzle that we can't replicate with the light arrows, sadly. So we're not gonna worry ourselves too much about getting this entire thing like full cleared, but we're gonna do as much as we can. And the goal here isn't so much about full clearing it, it's about being able to, there's the moss key. Okay, so it is set to own dungeon, that's nice. The goal here is more so getting to Desert Colossus. So number one, we can clear it out a little bit. And number two, so we can see, we can see exactly what dungeon is going to be there. I think it's not Shadow. It's something. We have heard what it is. Oh! Oh, okay, so this was very necessary. Okay, that's cool. We will take that. I'm happy to cop the, wow, okay. I was not expecting that, to be honest. I was just kind of clearing this out for the sake of clearing this out. We are hitting some good dungeons in terms of items today. I don't know whether or not it's, like, I don't know what our luck is today, or if it's just a particularly good seed, but we are hitting some good stuff today. Alright. This part here. It's this part here that I like to turn adult for. This is why we go adult here. We can absolutely do this as child as well. It's just more convenient if we do this as adult, if I'm being quite frank. There we go. Adults are able to jump up on these ledges and just make this entire room kind of all things considered, really. Alright, there we go. Yeah. Alright, cool. There we go, and take you out just to make it easy. Let's grab our Deku sticks out. Alright, let's do this vanilla-ish. There we go. At least the silver rupees aren't random this time. That is so true. I would not be a happy chappy if that were the case. Yeah, no, silver rupees being randomized, the bane of my life. As I said, I would happily do another randomized seed again. Like, I'm happy to hit full randomize on seeds again. That was a good challenge. I enjoyed it. Just give it a little bit of time before we do that again. Give me a few nice, easy seeds like this, and we'll be cooking. But no, it was a very good challenge, all things considered. I enjoyed it. There we go. But yeah, I will agree. The silver rupees, if the silver rupees weren't randomized, that would have probably been fun. Like, that would have been so much fun and so worth it. It was still very fun and very worth it, but that was the only downside to the entire scene. Like, not even, it's a bit of a bummer, but at least we found ways to do it. It was the genuine, like, this sucks. Also, not finding an actual item for like the first like 3 hours was also not fun. Let me just say that now. That part kind of sucks as well. Alright. We have all that health back anyway. There we go. As per my rule, we leave here with more health than what we started. That's the rule here. Let's go! We are not coming back into Spirit Temple on this side, I'm afraid. Normally, I would... Is this the same battle as before? It's the same enemy, not the same battle. So, the Iron Knuckle that we faced before is from the adult side and leads to Twin River. This is the child side Iron Knuckle. So no, not the same battle, but it might as well be in some ways. So we're not able to get across this. We don't have a shield to do ISG. So we're just gonna scooch down here. This is not going to take us back to Spirit Temple, but we might as well see what it is. Oh, woodfall. Okay. I mean, we might as well do... We can do woodfall here. We can do this while we're here. Why not? Woodfall is one of these temples that I will absolutely be using Hookshot for. It's a nice, easy dungeon that we can knock out within a matter of minutes, really. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but not by much. Just saying. It is a nice, easy temple. Excellent. We'll take the traps. Again, I'm not too mad about the traps. They're funny. Alright, there we go. Excellent. I did it to avoid the poison water. Alright, there we go. Wonderful. Anything in that chest there? Oh, hello. What are you, gorgeous? Now I'm flirting with the chests. Yeah. I didn't even move the controller. It literally just launched me to... That's pretty good. Alright. Thanks, game. It's a convenient launch. There we go. Alright. We are gonna pretty much speed a little through this. Alright. Just a slight flashing lights warning, not too intense. There we go. That's it. Wonderful. Anything here? Nothing. I do recall something about you being in here. I think I remember seeing a gossip stone saying that something was here. Did I actually write anything down? No. God no. Why would I do that? I stopped writing things down about 4 randomizers ago. And yes, I regret it. And I keep going. Every time I'm like, yes, we will start writing stuff down. And then I never do. I'm fully aware this is me. And I'm fully aware I should probably stop it. But still. It sounds like the turtles are saying get wrecked before they move. It really does, doesn't it? Get wrecked. There we go. I want the arrows. Okay. Where are you? There we go. Now, there's no evidence to suggest that, light arrows actually make this battle go faster. But, again, there's really no harm in trying. They make it go faster. Never mind, I always forget that. Alright, let's go. Oh, I forgot. I still have the boss mask on. Alright, moon's tier. Not strictly necessary, but we'll take it. We are going to skip right over the frog. We do not need to do Donkero's choir. That gives us a Greg. Does FD make this jump? Just out of curiosity. Oh, no, it dives. Oh boy, that was not what I expected to happen. I'm not mad though. FDs can't jump the sledge, that's funny. Alright. Now, we were talking before about how Spirit Temple is a song that I really warmed up to because I didn't really appreciate how good it was at first. This is a song that I still can't get behind. No matter what, I still can't get behind this one. It is just shrill screaming. That's it. Alright. Now, we still don't have... Yeah, okay, cool. I was gonna say, we still don't have day 2, so we do have to be a little careful with our timing. But again, I'm not too worried. This dungeon we can get through fairly quickly. In fact, we're already through almost half of it now. Like, this is definitely the more dense half of this dungeon. The other half is a couple of straight fairy checks that we know we don't have to do for straight fairy and vanilla. That's it. There we go. Alrighty. Nice and easy. Anything here? Nothing. Again, it's really nice when you don't have to worry too much about all these, you know, too many checks here. Alright, very nice. Let's quickly... There we go. There we go. Excellent. For some reason, that arrow, even if you Z target the torch, it still doesn't work half the time, and I'm not sure why. I genuinely don't know why that's the case, but it is, so... Great, thanks, I guess. Alright, this is just a straight fairy check as far as I'm aware. Go away. There we go. Cool. We'll come back to this room later. That's the last room of the dungeon right there. So we're just gonna go back and do this side. Okay, perfect. We are blazing through this. Oh, balls. That's I mean, oh fish. So there's a fun little Easter egg. Not even an Easter egg. I don't think it's intentional. Link here is too short to be able to reach this ledge. Now, Zora Link is too short to reach this ledge. However, because Zora Link is so much taller than Link, there's a split second when you transform where he's a little bit out of the water. And it's just that split second long enough that you can reach the ledge. There's a fun little... You don't see many people talk about that fact, but it is very worth mentioning because it can get you out of some surprisingly sticky situations. It's surprisingly useful. Also, that falls in my way. There we go. It is surprisingly useful. Excellent. Let's go. We have not that much dungeon left to go. We are blazing through this. Oh, another Goron tunic. Excellent. I don't know what it is, but more often than not, if there's a if there's an item or a trap or something in Woodfall Temple, it's in one of these two pots here for me. I don't know if that's just weird coincidence or if there's any sort of weighted chances there, but there you go. The more you know. Alrighty, we are going to set up our next gambit here, by the way. Again, it's the same one. What will this boss be? You have 2 minutes. I don't think it's going to take us a full 5 minutes to get up there. We're essentially, this room up here, we're just going to Din's Fire our way through, or Blast Mask our way through. There we go. Oh, MM Boss has taken an early lead by the looks of it. Wait, am I right on that? I don't know. Let me check that. I just realized that this isn't working properly for me, so hang on, let me check that. No, MM's taken a very early lead. Don't forget to get your points in for that as well. That's awesome. Alright. This room, we just need to check the grass, not much else. Speaking of which... Alright. The only issue with this room is we've got to be careful not to hit the holes in the ground. Because believe it or not, they will actually... Oh boy. Okay, thank goodness. That had the potential of getting real ugly real quickly. There we go. Much like in Pokemon, Fire is super effective against bug, so we can just set those bugs on fire. And they become fireflies. I'm so sorry. Alright. Let's go. Where are we up to on that game? But you've got 13 seconds, by the way. 62% of people think it's going to be an Ocarina of Time boss. We'll see how we go on that one. Okay, there's like 3 checks in this room, and then we are just yeeting ourselves straight to the boss. We have the boss. Did we find the boss key? No. That's awkward. We didn't skip any rooms. Ah, there it is. Okay, I was gonna say that's awkward. Okay, nothing. Excellent. Anything here? No, that's just another straight fairy. Like I said, there's like 2 checks here and it's just the patches of grass, really. Alright, so Ocarina of Time is the lead in this gamble with 62. The votes have now closed. Excellent. Let's see how we go with that. We're just gonna quickly check up here as well. Yeah, I was gonna say, these are all just straight fairies at this point, not even helpful ones. So we can just boom. Oh, balls, I forgot there was one there. That actually startled me a little bit. Whoopsies. Yeah, alright. There we go. Excellent. Much better. Let's just... yeah, well, yeah, I forgot it was there. Oopsie daisy. It happens surprisingly often for me. Alright, let's go. That's way too low. Yeah, that was never gonna work. That's fine. There we go. Up. Alright, there we go. Much better. Let's... boom. Done got spooked. That's right, I done got spooked. Speaking of which, Halloween is coming up in a few weeks. What's everyone's plans for that? I have yet to make any plans, and it's, Halloween's usually the holiday, like my holiday. It's usually like my jam. What I have going on. So the fact that I don't have plans yet feels very, very foreign and frightening to me. But yeah, what's everyone's plans? What are you going dressed as? Oh, we know that's a trap. That's gonna, no. Oh. Alright, also, what is this boss? Oh, Goma! Okay, it is Ocarina of Time. That was, I was convinced that this was going to be Majora's Mask boss. Congratulations to Donks and Kazi. Well done. Well, this will be a nice easy boss. I'm going to sleep I'm going as a sleep-deprived mother. Yeah. Understandable. Honestly, fair. Love that. Hell yeah, I won. Yeah, absolutely. Well done to both of you. That's incredible. Alrighty. Alright, if I had a shield, we could have crouch stabbed there, but I don't. I still haven't found a shield. In all honesty, the fact that we haven't found a shield is, it's alright. Like, it's not too big a deal for us. It's not too big a deal. Considering how many other incredible things we've managed so far, I'm okay with it. Also, that's going on. We are just clearing these out non-stop. Alright, that's Woodfall full cleared. We've done, what, 4 dungeons today now? And we'll take some magic, sure. Why not? Alright, Bremen Mask! Nope, trap. We are just gonna check the grass along here. Ocean Tidal Lead, excellent. And a trap! On a roll today. We are on a roll. We are crushing it. Considering last stream I felt like we didn't get much done because it was a bit of a disorganized mess on my account. We're getting a lot done. Well, that's a trap. We knew that. Alright. I think that's all the grass patches in this room taken care of now. Nice. Yep, that's it. Let us jump into the light. We are getting the forest medallion today. Excellent. Wonderful. Look at that. And we get a recovery heart for our choppers as well. Whew, we are doing well so far. Alright. We are going to stream for a little bit longer and then we are going to call it a night. I would love to keep streaming forever for you guys, but I am quite frankly exhausted. I have not been sleeping well as of late, and I think it's starting to show a little bit. Alright, let's check in. Oh, nope, that's not it. So, the big ticket items that we're missing are a shield, hammer, boomerang, Song of Storms. That's pretty much it. Like we're pretty good with songs at the moment, which is excellent. Pretty good with items at the moment, which is excellent. Okay. Where did this take us again? I remember this taking us somewhere stupid, but I've got to double check. We're now just checking all the warp locations again. Because there was somewhere I was planning on going, believe it or not. Actually. So, sorry, what do you need for go mode? Well, we need to complete a whole bunch of dungeons as well. That's also... Ooh, excellent. That's also going to be good for us. Oh, this is the wrong way, isn't it? Yeah, this is not where we wanted to go. But we are looking for the hammer, the boomerang. Song of Storms would be nice. I don't know how necessary it is, but it would open up a lot of checks. So yeah, the hammer, the boomerang. I did say something else and I can't remember. And a shield. A shield would be bloody nice at this stage. But I'm not complaining too much. Okay. There we go. We're doing well. All things considered, this is our second stream. I see us finishing this next stream. Like, this is going to be a nice, easy... This is a nice, easy seed by the looks of it. Unless we hit major complications finding the hammer and the boomerang, I think we're pretty good. I think this is going to be a very straightforward seed. Knock on wood here. Like, knock on wood. Because who knows? Knowing my luck, it's probably going to turn into the most difficult seed within like 3 seconds. But hey, we'll be fine. Right? 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 Alright, we also have everything that we need to beat Snowhead as well. Something I completely forgot about until just now. Alright, just checking here. Alright, cool. None of the snowballs are excellent. Very nice. None of the snowballs here look like they're of checks of any value, which is excellent. We're just going to see what Snowhead Temple is. Might as well. If it's something cute and easily beatable, we'll take care of it. If it's Stone Tower, we'll let it go away. There we go. I'm not going to bother rolling. I don't want to bother roll. I'm not going to bother with the roll today. Oh look, I made it up in one go! Just with the power of my roll! Oh! Ganon's Castle! Okay. So this has 2 checks for the, like, this has 2 temples for the price of 1. Okay. So, what's this? Great Deku Tree. Forest Temple! Ooh, okay. There we go, just take care of this quickly. There we go, nice, easy. Alright, we might as well, we're not going to do too much here. We're not going to bother doing a full clear of this place. We could, but I'm not going to bother doing it today. I think we're just going to do a few checks here, so like a few brief checks, and then we're going to see what the boss is. Okay. Excellent. I'm not too fussed with clearing out this area quite just yet. We will. Purely because you never know what's eventually going to be here. Let's be real. Knowing my luck, the hammer and the boomerang are both here. I just don't enjoy clearing out Forest Temple all that much. A full clear on Forest Temple is not my favourite thing. So we will definitely do it if we need to, just not tonight. Alright, cool. They're all the checks I'm interested in doing right now. Let's go see what the boss is. Alright. Is this the lazy way to play Zelda? Absolutely. Is this how I'm doing it anyway? Absolutely. That was the complete wrong angle. Boom, boom. Okay, there we go. Boom. Boom. Oh, okay, hang on. There we go. Oh, there we go. Hang on. Bear with me, Kane. There we go. That's the correct angle. Yeah. Thanks, game. Oh crap, did I missed it. I missed the loading zone, that's awkward. Alright, we're just gonna have to redo. No biggie. You all love watching me do this, so that's fine. Although I assume you all love watching me do this. If you don't, well, sorry. Too bad. I mean that with love. My worm squad love me. I assume. Alright, let's do this again. Boom. Boom. Oh, excuse me. I don't know why I'm struggling with this today. I never normally struggle with... Okay, that's not true. That's just straight up not true. I always struggle with this, but not to this extent. Not with the first jump. There we go. There we go. Alright. Boom. Boom. There. Excuse me. Why is this not working for me today? I'm lining up the angle correctly. There we go. Okay, let's just make sure we're in the right place. Right here. Right here. There we go. Shouldn't have taken that long. Oh! Twimmo! Hello, Twimmo! Alright, let's just knock Twimmo out. Yeah, nice and easy. Alright. Well, that's just bloody rude, isn't it? It's not my favorite boss at all, but we do it. And this was another boss in the 3D version. Okay, let me clarify. There are no good Majora's Mask bosses in the 3D version. All of the bosses in the 3D version of Majora's Mask are genuinely let me clarify that. However, this was one that was also just this one was also a particular brand of bad. I think next to I think it's technically one of the it's still one of the coolest, but it's just also it's not great. It's none of them are, but it's especially enjoyable. So it gives more use, I guess, to the Giant's Mask, and that is the cool thing about it. So if you have the Giant's Mask, which I don't think we even have. No, we don't have Giant's Mask, so I can't show it off. I did last randomizer. I used Giant's Mask last randomizer. You just basically become a big link with a sword and shield. And it doesn't really feel like a giant, it just feels like the rest of the world is small. If that makes sense. There's not much difference between Giant Link and normal Link. That's what I'm trying to say. However, the Majora's Mask version tries to fix this to make the Giant's Mask cooler and actually worth, you know, any second of your time. By having this whole thing where you have to pick up Twinball by its tail and swing it around in circles and then hit it with pillars and stuff like that, a la Bowser in Super Mario 64. However, again, it's a cool concept and I see why they were going for it, but it's just, it became a clunky execution. That's my problem. I need to see how this knockback jinx is going to work with this. Does that mean I just... There we go. There's our fire medallion. Very nice. Alright. Excellent. We are not going to bother doing Ganon's castle checks right now. We're straight up just not going to bother with it right now. Hey. Is this area done now that we've defeated the boss, quote unquote? No. Excellent. Alright. Wait, what am I trying to do? We don't have Prelude, do we? No. Let's do Desert Colossus Warp. I think this was also somewhere stupid. Oh, no, this is Great Bay. This is where I was trying to go 45 minutes ago when we got sidetracked by doing 3 temples. The ADHD brain is a weird and magnificent creature. Alright, let's go. We are gonna finally go to Calroto. Let's go finally take care of that. There are also a couple of pots and one gossip stone that we didn't check out beforehand as well. We have actually never been to this side, so we haven't checked any of this out. Alright, there we go. Alright. The ancient castle of Vakana is a path to Jabu Jabu. Excellent, which means that at some point we are going to have to do ancient castle of Vakana. Not a big deal. Ancient castle is something that can be done fairly quickly. Alright. We're just gonna do... Boom. Nothing there. Excellent. That pot's nothing. Let's just... Boom. Excellent. Let's hop in. Let's head for a good Cow Grotto. Mirror Shield is also kind of cool. Like that. Trap! Excellent. We got our first trap. Stone Tower is Phantom Ganon. Are we going to remember that? No. Sonata of Awakening. Oh, that kind of slaps, though. That kind of slaps. Just saying. Okay, Stone Tower, I'll take mine. Excellent. This was a boring Calgono, I'm not gonna lie. Whee! But we did get Sonata, which is very nice. Okay, okay, sorry, just bear with me for a second. Okay, I think this is where I want to go next. We're not going to do much here, but I want to see what Pirate's Interior leads to. Because I'm fairly certain we have now randomized Pirate's Interior into the pool. So this should be a random dungeon as well. Unless this somehow ended up being vanilla after all. This ended up being vanilla after all. Excellent. Grand. Yeah, that checks out. Alright, we're not going to bother with this. We may come back to it later on, but we also know that Pirate's Interior is foolish, so there's a good reason to believe that the rest of it will be as well. Thanks, game. Alrighty. We are going to call it here very soon. It's been a shorter stream than normal, but it has been a very, very productive one. 4 dungeons. No, 3 dungeons? 4 dungeons? So we did Bottom of the Well. Bottom of the Well, we did Woodfall. We did Great Bay. We did Forest, in a sense. And we did something else, and I'm now forgetting. But we've done all these checks, and that's nothing to sneeze at. I think we've done very well for ourselves, all things considering. Where does this lead again? Ah, okay. My only concern is we have yet to find Romani Ranch. I think it's the only main area we haven't found yet, and I'm very concerned as to where it is. It does give me a little bit of a concern as to where it is, because Romani Ranch has some items in it, and we just haven't found it. That is something I would want to check soon. So let's just quickly run through here. I know this isn't Romani Ranch, but I've forgotten what it is. It's something really stupid. I think this might be Gerudo Valley. No, it's not. I don't remember. Mountain Village, okay. There is one last thing that we will check in that case. We will check the grotto up here, and we can finally get into the Goron Races, which has a whole bunch of pots. I'm talking like a redonkulous amount of pots. So let's go do that as well. Excellent. Grand. Great start. Let's check the grotto here for a sec. We might as well, we have not used our bombs once since getting them. We might as well check them. Excellent. What are we getting for this? Anything. Oh, this looks kind of dull. Owl statue from Mountain Village. That's going to take us to a new area. Very nice. Oh, when I say new area, it's a new randomized location for us to check. It's probably just going to take us to like Hylia again or something. Let's be real. If it wanted to take us to Romani Ranch, I wouldn't be upset. Just saying. Okay, let's try and get the right angle for this. There we go. Very nice. Where does this take us? Oh, we knew it was going to take us to the Goron racetrack. This isn't part of the randomized pool. But let's put on our Goron mask and let's go do some pot smashing, and then we'll see where Mountain Village takes us, and then we'll call it a night. Let's go. I don't think we're going to find anything particularly exciting here. Apart from a bunch of traps, I guess. I should really start learning to count these traps. It'd be a cool thing to track. We did do it on one randomizer and I haven't done it since. We will do that for our next randomizer. Provided you all want traps, I guess. You might decide that you're done with the traps. Who knows? Alright. Nothing. This is looking a little bare. Thanks, Sally. It's looking like a game. Ah, sorry. Again, my stupid jokes don't know any bounds. Oh, Clocktown Owl statue. That's another owl statue we can check. Piece of pot. Alright, there is one more set of pots. And then we will check our 2 new locations. locations. Anything of value? Trap. Oh, empty bottle. Excellent. Alright. Let's check this. Let's check where Clocktown takes us to. If any of these locations want to be Romani Ranch or the graveyard, okay? Mountain Village. Romani Ranch? Temple of... Oh! Oh, that's nice. Nice, easy way. We can also do the Chic song check here. We can do Prelude of Light check here. And get robbed. Excellent. Alrighty, we are going to call it here, everyone. Thank you so much. We are going to call it here. Next time, I think we're going to finish next time. I think we have a very good chance that we are going to knock this game out. We're going to beat it all up. This is sounding really aggressive and violent, and it's not intending to be. Let's just call it here. Don't go anywhere. We are going to find someone to raid. But first and foremost, I just want to say a big thank you to every single one of you for joining and for watching. And thank you again to Eep for the 5 gift subs. That's incredible. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's go find someone to... Let's go find someone. Ooh. Thanks for a great stream. Thank you, Ducky. I appreciate it. Just in time for me to go EP. Well, I'm sure you'll have a chance to say hi to Chromophagus first, right? We are going to start rating an old fave, Chromophagus, now. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you to everyone for the gift subs, the likes, the follows, just for watching and for interacting. I appreciate it all. If you are... interested, please go check out Chromophagus. We're about to raid, so go check them out. They are incredible. Watch their content, give them a follow, say hi in chat, share the love around. We're all just small streamers trying to do our part, so I appreciate sharing the love around. Thank you so much. Have a great night.